The human brain is truly a marvel of complexity. It is a powerhouse of potential, capable of remarkable feats and endless possibilities. But to fully tap into its vast capabilities, one must understand how to harness its power and improve one's memory. Memory, often mistaken for a weak faculty, is not the culprit behind forgetfulness. It is the collection and retrieval of information that can sometimes falter. How disheartening it is when the name of a person you once met slips from your mind. The impact it leaves on others is undeniable. It conveys a sense of regret and a lack of attention, as if their presence was not significant enough to be etched in your memory. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, forgetting important details such as telephone numbers, passwords, and PINs can be more than just an inconvenience. It can disrupt work and cause frustration. The feeling of not remembering can be maddening at times, leading to self-criticism and a sense of inadequacy. But fear not, for there are ways to strengthen and enhance your memory. Just as a muscle grows stronger with exercise, so does the brain. By engaging in activities that challenge your mind, such as puzzles, reading, and learning new skills, you can stimulate the neural pathways and improve memory retention. Furthermore, adopting effective memory techniques can greatly aid in information recall. Mnemonic devices, such as acronyms or visualization techniques, can help you remember complex information by associating it with familiar and vivid images. Breaking down information into smaller, manageable chunks and practicing regular review can also enhance memory consolidation. It is important to note that memory is not solely a product of intelligence or genetics. It is a skill that can be honed and improved with dedication and practice. Just as an artist refines their craft through continuous effort, so can you sharpen your memory through consistent mental exercises and mindfulness. So the next time you find yourself struggling to remember something, remember that it is not a reflection of your intelligence or worth. Instead, view it as an opportunity to explore the vast potential of your brain and discover new ways to enhance your memory. Embrace the challenge and let it fuel your determination to unlock the full power of your mind. In conclusion, the human brain is indeed a highly complex organ, but with the right knowledge and techniques, you can make use of its incredible capabilities to improve your memory. Don't let forgetfulness discourage you. Instead, let it inspire you to embark on a journey of self-discovery and continuous growth. There are several tools and techniques by which you can improve your memory. It is not a big challenge, but it requires a little more concentration and effort. The human brain is highly complex. You must know how to make use of it to improve your memory. In this context, it is desirable to know briefly about memory. What is memory? Memory is an incredible ability of the human mind. It allows us to store and retrieve information as and when needed. Just like a library stores books, our memory stores knowledge and experiences. It is divided into two types, short-term memory and long-term memory. Short-term memory, as the name suggests, is like a temporary storage unit. It holds information for a short period of time, usually just a few seconds or minutes. Imagine it as a whiteboard where you jot down important notes that you need to remember for a short while. For example, when you meet someone for the first time and they tell you their name, you rely on your short-term memory to hold on to that information until you can process it further. On the other hand, long-term memory is like a vast library that holds information for a much longer duration. It is where our memories are stored for years, even a lifetime. Long-term memory is like a treasure trove of experiences, knowledge, and skills that shape who we are. When we listen to others, our mind automatically decides whether the information is important enough to be stored in our long-term memory. It's like sorting through the books and deciding which ones are worth keeping on the shelves. But how does memory work? It's a complex process that involves encoding, storing, and retrieving information. When we encounter new information, our brain encodes it by converting it into a format that can be stored. This could be through visual, auditory, or semantic encoding. Once the information is encoded, it is stored in different areas of the brain depending on its type and significance. When we want to recall a memory, our brain goes through the process of retrieval. It searches through the vast library of our long-term memory to find the information we need. Sometimes, memories may fade or become harder to access. But with practice and repetition, we can strengthen our memory and make it more reliable. Memory is not just a passive storage system, it is an active and dynamic process. It is influenced by various factors such as attention, emotions, and associations. For example, we are more likely to remember something that is emotionally significant to us. Similarly, if we can relate new information to something we already know, it becomes easier to remember. In conclusion, memory is a fascinating and essential aspect of our lives. It allows us to learn, grow, and navigate through the world. Whether it's remembering a loved one's birthday or recalling historical facts, our memory is constantly at work. So let's cherish and nurture this incredible gift of memory that we have been bestowed with. 1. Techniques to improve your memory. Memory is a remarkable ability that allows us to store and retrieve information. However, not everyone has a naturally strong memory. The good news is that there are techniques you can use to improve your memory and enhance your cognitive abilities. One effective technique is to practice active recall. Instead of simply rereading information, actively engage with it by trying to remember and retrieve it from your memory. This can be done through techniques such as flashcards or self-quizzing. By repeatedly testing your memory, you strengthen the neural connections associated with that information, making it easier to recall in the future. Another technique is to create associations and connections. Our brains are wired to remember information that is meaningful and connected to existing knowledge. For example, if you're trying to remember a list of items, you can create a story or a visual image that links them together. This not only makes the information more memorable, but also helps in retrieving it later. Furthermore, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can significantly impact your memory. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and improving cognitive function. Additionally, getting enough sleep is crucial for memory consolidation. During sleep, the brain processes and stores information, making it easier to remember the next day. 2. Open up your mind and instruct to encode new information. Our minds are like sponges, capable of absorbing vast amounts of information. However, it's important to approach learning with an open mind and a willingness to explore new ideas. By doing so, we can effectively encode and retain new information. To begin, it's essential to cultivate a curious mindset. Curiosity fuels our desire to learn and understand, making it easier to encode information. Ask questions, seek out new perspectives, and challenge your existing beliefs. This not only enhances your learning experience, but also strengthens your memory. Additionally, adopting effective learning strategies can help improve encoding. One such strategy is the use of mnemonics, which are memory aids that link new information to familiar concepts or images. Mnemonics can be acronyms, visualizations, or rhymes, making the information more memorable and easier to retrieve. Moreover, organizing information in a meaningful way can aid in encoding. Create outlines, mind maps, or concept maps to visually represent the relationships between different pieces of information. This helps your brain make connections and creates a framework for storing and retrieving the information later. 3. Concentration is the key to good memory. Explore ways to enhance your concentration. Concentration is crucial for effective learning and memory retention. Without focus, information can easily slip through the cracks. Fortunately, there are techniques you can employ to enhance your concentration and improve your memory. One technique is to minimize distractions. Find a quiet and comfortable environment where you can concentrate without interruptions. Turn off your phone or put it on silent mode to avoid being tempted by notifications. Creating a designated study space can also signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Furthermore, practicing mindfulness can sharpen your concentration skills. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and aware of your thoughts and surroundings. By training your mind to stay focused on the task at hand, you can improve your ability to concentrate and retain information. Another helpful technique is to break your study sessions into smaller, manageable chunks. Research has shown that our attention span diminishes after a certain period of time. By taking regular breaks and alternating between different tasks, you can maintain a higher level of concentration throughout your study session. 4. Stay focused on one thing at a time. Don't go for multitasking. Whenever you feel that the information is important, you need to put in more effort and concentration so that you can remember well. In today's fast-paced world, multitasking has become the norm. However, when it comes to learning and memory, staying focused on one thing at a time is crucial. Multitasking divides our attention and hampers our ability to encode and retain information effectively. Instead of trying to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, prioritize and focus on one task at a time. This allows you to dedicate your full attention and concentration to the task at hand, increasing the likelihood of encoding the information into your memory. When you encounter important information, it's essential to allocate additional effort and concentration. This can be done by actively engaging with the material, taking notes, or discussing it with others. By investing more cognitive resources into the learning process, you create stronger memory traces, making it easier to recall the information later. Remember, quality over quantity is key. It's better to fully understand and remember a smaller amount of information than to superficially skim through a larger volume. By staying focused and putting in the necessary effort, you can maximize your learning potential and improve your memory retention. 5. Avoid noises, interruptions, and external disturbances while listening. Listening is an essential skill for effective learning and memory. However, external distractions can hinder our ability to absorb and retain information. To optimize your listening experience, it's important to create a conducive environment free from noises, interruptions, and external disturbances. Find a quiet space where you can listen without being disturbed. This could be a library, a secluded corner of your home, or a peaceful outdoor setting. Noise-canceling headphones can also be a useful tool to block out external sounds and create a focused listening environment. Additionally, it's important to minimize internal distractions. Clear your mind of any unrelated thoughts or worries before engaging in active listening. Practice mindfulness techniques to bring your attention back to the present moment if your mind starts to wander. Active listening involves not only hearing but also comprehending and processing the information. To enhance your listening skills, maintain eye contact with the speaker, take notes, and ask clarifying questions. These actions signal to your brain that the information is important, increasing your chances of encoding and remembering it. In conclusion, by employing these techniques, you can improve your memory, enhance your concentration, and optimize your learning experience. Remember, practice and consistency are key. With time and effort, you can unlock the full potential of your cognitive abilities and achieve greater success in your academic and personal pursuits. 6. Slow down for better memory retention. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush and try to do everything quickly. However, research has shown that taking things slow can actually improve your memory. When you slow down and give your brain more time to process information, it reinforces your memory and helps you retain what you have learned. Imagine a scenario where you are studying for an important exam. Instead of cramming all the information into your brain at once, try breaking it down into smaller, manageable chunks. Take your time to understand each concept fully before moving on to the next. By doing so, you allow your brain to absorb the information more effectively, making it easier to recall later. Additionally, when you slow down, you can pay closer attention to the details. This heightened focus helps you create stronger mental connections, which in turn enhances your memory. So instead of rushing through tasks or activities, take a step back, breathe, and embrace the power of slow. You'll be amazed at how much better you can remember things when you give your brain the time it needs. 7. The power of names, remembering people better. Have you ever met someone and immediately forgotten their name? It's a common occurrence that can be quite embarrassing. However, there are techniques you can use to improve your ability to remember names and make a positive impression on others. When you are introduced to someone new, make an effort to repeat their name out loud. For example, you can say, "It is my pleasure to meet you, Robert." By doing this, you engage both your auditory and vocal senses, which helps reinforce the memory of the name in your mind. Another effective strategy is to associate the names of people with well-known individuals you have already registered in your mind. For instance, if you meet someone named Emily, you can visualize her as a famous actress named Emily who has a similar appearance. This technique creates vivid mental pictures that make it easier to remember names. Furthermore, maintaining a diary can greatly assist in name retention. Jotting down the names of people you meet, along with a brief description or any relevant details, helps reinforce the memory and allows you to recall names more easily in the future. So the next time you meet someone new, take the time to remember their name. It's a small gesture that can make a big difference in your personal and professional relationships. 8. Speak louder, remember better. Have you ever noticed that when you speak louder, you tend to remember things more effectively? It may seem counterintuitive, but there is a scientific explanation behind this phenomenon. When you speak louder, your brain receives auditory feedback, which means you are not only hearing the information but also actively producing it. This dual engagement of listening and speaking activates multiple areas of your brain, leading to enhanced memory retention. To take advantage of this memory-boosting technique, try reading important information out loud. Whether you are studying for an exam or preparing for a presentation, speaking the content aloud can significantly improve your ability to remember it. Additionally, the act of vocalizing the information helps you internalize it and form stronger connections in your brain. Another helpful tip is to maintain a diary or journal. By writing down important information, you engage your hand muscles, activating the muscular memory. This physical connection between your hand and the information you write helps store it more effectively in your long-term memory. So the next time you need to remember something important, don't hesitate to speak up and write it down. Your voice and your hand can be powerful tools in enhancing your memory. We all are blessed with good memories. Memory is not the privilege of a gifted few. It is a skill that can be cultivated by anyone willing to put in the effort. The power of memory lies within each and every one of us, waiting to be unleashed and harnessed to its full potential. By regularly practicing memory techniques, you can achieve amazing results and unlock the vast capabilities of your mind. In this fast-paced world, where information overload is the norm, having a sharp memory is more important than ever. Whether you are a student trying to ace your exams, a professional striving for success in your career, or simply someone who wants to remember the little details that make life beautiful, these memory tips are for you. First and foremost, it is essential to understand that memory is not just about remembering facts and figures. It goes beyond that. It is about creating meaningful connections and associations. When we actively engage our minds in the process of remembering, we strengthen our cognitive abilities and enhance our overall mental capacity. Imagine a world where you effortlessly remember the names of everyone you meet, recall important dates and events without hesitation, and effortlessly retain information from books and lectures. This is not a distant dream, it is within your reach. All it takes is a little dedication and practice. It's important to note that memory is not limited to a specific age group. These memory techniques are beneficial for people of all ages, including children, students, and working professionals. Whether you are a young student trying to remember multiplication tables or an adult learning a new language, these techniques can help you achieve success in various aspects of life. So, don't underestimate the power of your memory. We are all blessed with the ability to remember things, but unfortunately, many of us fail to realize and fully exploit this gift. By effectively utilizing our memory, we can improve our interpersonal relations, build bridges with others, and ensure all-around success in our endeavors. Remember, your memory is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So, start today. Dedicate yourself to regular memory practice, and you will be amazed at the results. Unlock the full potential of your mind and embrace the limitless possibilities that come with a sharp and powerful memory. Remember, improving your memory is an ongoing process. It takes time, patience, and persistence. However, with consistent practice, you'll find your memory becoming stronger and your thinking sharper. Moreover, a good memory isn't just for studying and work. It can enrich your life, allowing you to better appreciate the details of your experiences, understand more deeply what you learn, and communicate more effectively with others. It can help you become a better listener, a more empathetic friend, and a more insightful thinker. Lastly, keep in mind that while these techniques and strategies are incredibly useful, the most important thing is to find what works best for you. Everyone's brain is unique, so don't be discouraged if a particular method doesn't work for you. Keep experimenting until you find the approach that suits you best. Embrace the potential of your memory and enjoy the process of learning and growth. Over time, you'll find that not only does your memory improve, but your overall cognitive abilities are enhanced as well. It's an exciting journey of self-discovery and improvement. Here's to your success on this journey.